everyone, this is Kawil here bringing you yet another match in the Battlefield 1943 realm on the PlayStation 3 Entertainment System. Now, first off, I want to apologize that there's not any sound as far as game sound goes. My Elgato is screwing up a little bit every now and then, and sometimes when it converts the gameplay footage, sometimes the sound cuts out. I have no idea why. I think basically what I need to do is do a wipe and on my computer, because I got so much junk on there. Mainly it's porn, but I got so much stuff on there that after a while Windows kind of gets a little bit bloated, even though it's Windows 7, even though it's supposed to be perfect and la 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 la. Still things happen. You uninstall stuff, you reinstall stuff, and you can use CC cleaners and all this other good stuff, but after a while, sometimes it's just better to just start all over again. So I'm thinking I might have to do that. But anyway, let me break this match down for you guys. It is, this match was recorded, let's see, what's the date? Today is the 27th. So this match was recorded 2 days ago on the 20th. Wait, yeah. On the 25th. 2 days ago it was recorded, the 25th. I want to let you know that I'm on spring vacation. I'm on spring break. No, you're not going to see my breasts. I'm sorry. It's just not the way it's going to happen. But now my kids are on spring break. I got two lovely chillin'. And my wife works at the school, so she also has spring break. And so I decided, well, since everybody has spring break, I might as well have spring break too, right? So basically what we've been doing is pretty much nothing. We hit the Ren Fair last week on Sunday, yeah, so that was good. But what I wanted to do was find a match for you guys that was worthy of your worthy of you guys watching it. I have no idea how to say that, other than to say that I had about 5 or 6 matches that I considered were pretty good, and I spent a good 2 or 3 hours trying to find a match that I just really wanted to settle on, and it was a tough choice because each match was good in its own way, and each match was kind of boring in its own way. But so I just decided to bite the bullet and take this one. And in those matches that I do have is a couple of losses where I had like 36. One was, I think, a 36 kill game, and one was a 39 kill game, and we lost. And so I'll don't worry, guys. I will throw a video out there with those and make some commentaries and all this good stuff, because I want to show those losses because they were good games. What can I tell you? But anyway, I was watching my good buddy Mighty Marine 45. He put out a video earlier today, which today is the Thursday, March 27th. It is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and yes, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I do indeed have coffee. So here we go. Ah, yeah, it's good stuff. It's my last cup of the day, I promise. Okay, so I was watching my boy Mighty Marine 45. Check him out in the description. His link to his YouTube video, his YouTube channel is going to be there. He's an Xbox 360 guy. So you guys on the Xbox 360, keep an eye out for him. I was watching his video today, and he actually named me in his video because he was talking about The Walking Dead like a month ago, and I told him in one of the comments that I gave was that I was going to talk about The Walking Dead to kind of explain maybe some of the issues that he might have been having with the show. Again, I'm not an expert on The Walking Dead, but my wife and I we're deadheads. What can we say? So I just want to let you know that there are warnings. This is a huge warning right here, a spoiler alert. The last episode I saw, I am current. The last episode was when everybody, spoiler guys, if you don't want to listen, put it on mute. Um, and what is this? I've noticed this lately that the base camping has become a little bit more rampant in 43, and I have no idea why. I've got this gentleman, Duck Mycicle, was on the carrier, which I know happens. It's not a big deal. But I've been noticing that people have been in the base more often, rolling with tanks, dual tanks. I got a video that I might put on the end of this where I was actually in my own base hunting tanks with my recoilless rocket. Just because the game was out of hand at that point, and why the hell not? So anyway, let's talk about Walking Dead. I'm caught up on the episodes. The latest episode is where Glenn and Maggie finally reunite, and they get to Terminus, right? And then you see the creepy lady. You see the creepy lady. You see the creepy lady who my wife's yelling at me in my ear about who she is. I already know and she knows. But the creepy lady who's like, hey, hello, how you doing? Let me get you something to eat. So anyway, for those that don't know, and I have not read the comics, so I don't know anything about what happens in the comics. This is coming from somebody that doesn't watch the comics. Read the comics, my wife yeah. Anyway, so we have no idea what's going on in the comics. From what I understand, Terminus is not in the comics. Okay? But there are these guys that like to eat other people, and typically they call them cannibals. And so a lot of people are saying that this lady right here is the cannibal. And of course, if you didn't realize, this creepy lady at Terminus that is having a barbecue and she's got laundry all over the place, it is Tasha Yar. And if you don't know who Tasha Yar is, you people need to start watching Star Trek, because a true geek, a true nerd would know exactly who Tasha Yar is, because she's the one that wanted to have sexy time with Data. Yeah, that's right. It was Tasha Yar. Uh-huh. All right, so Tasha Yar, that's not really her name, guys, but, I know her as Tasha Yar. So, anyway, she's the creepy lady that is possibly the cannibal of Terminus. So, Mighty Marine 45, he was talking about that he didn't really like this last episode. And if you guys want to watch an intense episode, you need to watch the one that was right before this last episode. And of course, I'm going to spoil something if you haven't seen it, so y'all need to just put me on mute or something, because I'm going to say, Carol kills Lizzie! That's right! She says, look at the flowers, baby! Look at the flowers! And then she offs her in the back of the head, and oh my lord! But first, you got to know that Lizzie was a little psychopath. Lizzie was a little psychopath. She took out her sister. Because... she took out the bunnies and she took out the little sister because she's off. She's just off in the head. She's off in the head, and yeah, my wife says the ultimate geek moment. My wife says that Lizzie was channeling Lizzie Borden, and if you don't know who Lizzie Borden is, Google it, because we're talking Walking Dead right now. My wife is giggling like a little schoolgirl in the background here, which I have to just tell you is absolutely a turn on. Yeah. Hey, baby, we're going in the bedroom here pretty soon, okay? No, she says. Yeah, that's right. So, let's talk about a little bit about The Walking Dead. A lot of people, I'm not going to say a lot of people, I'm going to say some people, and I have no idea what he was doing the dance there about. I have no idea what Bragg was doing there. It looked like he was doing a little happy dance. I have no idea. But some people are kind of thinking that The Walking Dead is kind of boring right now. And that's okay if you think that way, because in truth, The Walking Dead is not about action, even though it can be quite a bit about action. Okay? I've read so many zombie novels, both good and bad, and I've also seen so many zombie movies, both good and bad, that with movies, you tend to get a bunch of people that have to survive the zombie apocalypse for a couple hours, and then that's it, right? They have to get somewhere, or they have to do something, and then that's it. Um, in the zombie books that I read, there's more of the actual surviving that you have to do. Like, once you figure out that your neighbor is munching on people's legs, well, you got to get away, or you got to hole up somewhere, and then you got to get all the stuff that's required for survival. So I want to just say that Walking Dead is by far, so far, the most realistic concept of what the actual zombie apocalypse, if you subscribe to those notions, that it would possibly be. Because in the zombie apocalypse, make no mistake about it, there will be that first month or week or whatever where people are going to be just like absolute chaos. And of course, you got your grandma that she's trying to gnaw on your leg, and all that basic human stuff where people have to shoot their loved ones and all that good stuff. And also the crazy guys down the street, the biker gangs and all that stuff. That happens. But the actual minutia of the zombie apocalypse is what makes what makes anything about the zombie apocalypse worth watching or reading or whatever you want to do. The actual boring parts of the zombie apocalypse are indeed what makes The Walking Dead so good. It's hard to explain just how do I explain it? It's hard to explain just how taxing it would be to be a survivor and to figure out, okay, now what kind of a person am I going to be? Am I going to be the kind of person that's a loner, or am I going to hook up with people, or am I just going to crawl up in a little tiny ball and basically give up? So that's the essence of The Walking Dead, because you have different people who go through these stages of, yeah, let's kick some ass, and then, oh my God, there's people eating us, we gotta kill them, and then, oh my God, we gotta get together and we gotta have civilization, we gotta grow food, we gotta think long term, and then it's like, no, I just wanna roll over and give up. There's just too many. It's just everybody that I love is dead. They are dead, or they're undead, I guess, and they're trying to eat me. So basically, what I'm trying to let you guys know is that I know that The Walking Dead could be boring at sometimes, but if you think about it in terms of that, it is I want to say the most realistic way that people would act in a crisis of this magnitude, whether that be zombies or natural disasters or however you want to say it. If you have been watching The Walking Dead for any amount of time, you understand that the premise of The Walking Dead is that after a while, the walkers, the zombies, they're just kind of extra stuff that are floating around out there. The really intense stuff happens with real people that aren't infected. Okay, those are the ones that you really have to watch out for. Those are the ones that actually have a brain and are dangerous, because the zombies, they just come after you going, and that's all they do, relentless. You know where they're coming from for the most part. You know what they're going to do. Somebody with a brain, you have no idea what they're going to do. You don't know if they're going to shoot you. You don't know if they're going to eat you. You don't know if they're going to knife you. You don't know if they're friend. You don't know if they're foe. And that changes. What'd you say, babe? They can become the governor. Another spoiler. The governor. The governor had he had three dynamics to him. The governor was a wonderfully written character and portrayed in The Walking Dead pretty well. Even though I haven't read the comics, I understand in the comics he was a badass. The governor, for those of you that don't know, was a good guy. He was a normal guy before the zombie apocalypse. And then what happened? Zombie apocalypse happened, and he went the way of he went a little crazy. He lost his little girl. He had her chained up in his closet, and he had a bag over her head, and he'd bring her out and play with her while she was chained. And then he had a bunch of heads in aquariums. I have no idea what that was about. But that's a little bit messed up, folks. So then the governor, everything happened. The governor got away from whatever place that was. Rick and his people, they had the war, and then it was the governor, and he went off and he found this other two ladies and a little girl, and he was starting to come back. He was starting to come back to be that good guy that he was before. But then he hooked up with some more people, and guess what? He turned right back into the bad guy. He put his patch back on, he cut his hair, and he's like, I'm the governor, yo! Hook me up! So, basically, guys, what I'm trying to tell you is that in the zombie apocalypse, there's not going to be very many people living in the zombie apocalypse. The odds of, and I'm talking about this like it's actually going to happen, but you just never know. The odds of you and I surviving the zombie apocalypse are not that good. I mean, they're just not. But if you did happen to survive, The Walking Dead is a pretty good representation of exactly what would happen to real people should situations happen like that. Rick is a classic example of stuff that just gets messed up royally. He's a cop. He comes back from the coma. He's still got his uniform on. He's still trying to, the very beginning, he's still trying to get law and order going together. He's still trying to help people no matter what. And then slowly but surely, if you notice as the series goes on, he loses his uniform. Slowly it comes off, and he's wearing civilian clothes now. He gives his sheriff's hat to Carl, which I don't know if that was any kind of a mistake, because Carl is a little bit messed up himself. But for the grace of, I think, Michonne, Carl would end up like Lizzie. I think Carl was heading down the Lizzie path. And I get my cookies delivered to me. God dog it, Mel Diablo! You give me my cookies! Anyway, guys, we're almost to the end here. I hope you enjoyed the playing. And I hope you enjoyed the commentary. The Walking Dead comes on Sunday nights on AMC. My wife and I are, of course, deadheads. We are pretty sure that there are many, many other deadheads out there. And for those of you that watch the show and that maybe aren't understanding some of the stuff that happens in the I was going to say in the game. Yes, there is a game in the series, and why people might act the way they do. I strongly urge you to stick around and watch the show that happens after The Walking Dead, which is called The Talking Dead. That show is really, really pretty good, because it's talking about the zombie apocalypse and the way people act, just like I'm talking to you guys here. They bring on guest people from the show. They bring on super fans. They ask questions. They talk philosophically about the show. They talk about how people would act. And if you guys want, you guys should really check that out. I happen to love The Walking Dead. Of course, there's going to be some episodes and seasons that try my patience, like the whole farm thing was just a little bit too boring. But I understand why they went through that, guys. But anyway, if you have any questions about The Walking Dead or anything at all, please leave them in the comments. See my other guys down in my description, guys. This is Kawil saying, see ya! Oh, but first, guys, here's the last bit that I was telling you about, the base camping. I'm going to black out the names, guys. You won't see who they are. Hopefully I get all the names so you don't know who they are, because that's not really what I do. But I just want to let you guys know that it's not really fun when y'all come into the base. I've only done it a couple times. It wasn't fun when I did it. I know this is a game. I know that's part of the strategy, and I know you're having fun. I'm not trying to tell you how to play, but it's not very fun. That's all I'm saying, guys. This is Kawil saying, oh my God!